Hi everybody, my name is David Reyes. I'm a 21-year-old college student and I love Dr. Pepper. Today I just want to tell you that you're good enough and that you can achieve great things. Growing up, I had a good family, good background, good parents. I was never exposed to drugs or alcohol. I never experienced divorce or abuse. In school, I remember being the good kid. I got good grades, good report cards. I had good behavior, all that. I remember about the second or third grade, my older brother, who was in high school at the time, he was the troublemaker in our family. Unfortunately for him, he had parents who, it was their first time raising a teenager, and so they kind of were figuring it out as he was trying to figure out how to be a teenager. And so at the same time, Hispanic parents can be very controlling and have very high expectations for their children. And so I remember being kind of caught in this turmoil of them trying to figure it out and him trying to figure out who he was. And he was a bad kid. He was the rebel in the family, and so he would do what he wanted. He would run away. He would get kicked out sometimes. And I just remember thinking, I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be disrespectful or disobedient or all that. And so I remember thinking, okay, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be the good kid. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to do what it takes to get my parents' approval. I would soon find out that as I got older, that just because I wasn't the bad kid, just because I wasn't who he was, I could still fall short of my parents' expectations, even having good grades and good behavior and everything. And so I began to believe that I wasn't good enough, that I couldn't do good things, that I was meant to fail, I was a failure, all that. And teachers in high school would tell me that, no, you are good enough, you have potential, we've seen that you can do good things in the past. But I would still believe that I wasn't good enough, that I was a failure, that I was a mistake, all that. Until I met my graphic design teacher in high school, and he would begin to challenge me and encourage me and tell me, no, it's okay if you fail. We all fail, but you have to get back up and you have to learn from what you've done. And so he would begin to challenge me and push me forward and encourage me and pull the potential out of me. And so today I just want to tell you, the first thing is about the lie. What's the lie in your life? I already told you the lie in my life is that I didn't believe I was good enough, and because of that I didn't like to try new things. I still kind of don't. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I was good at, and I didn't really have a future to look forward to. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I'm reminded of The Lion King, because in The Lion King, Simba, the son of the king, is also faced with his own lie. And he's faced with the lie that he's killed his father. But in reality he didn't, but because of his jealous uncle, he's made to believe that he's killed his father. And so he kind of goes through his life believing he's a murderer, and he doesn't know, he doesn't have identity, he has new friends, he has a different way of living, a different way of eating. Everything about him is different than what he was growing up as. And so he's lost all of that because he believes something that wasn't even true about himself, about what he's done. But he believes this thing that he believes that he's done something so bad, so terrible, that he can't go back to who he was, to what he was used to his lifestyle. And so today I just want to ask you, what's your lie? Is your lie like mine, that you don't believe you're good enough, that you can't achieve good things? Or is your lie like Simba, that you've done something so bad, so crazy, that you just can't go back to who you were or to your old lifestyle? Or be true to yourself. The second thing I want to talk to you today about is your purpose. After being in that class with that teacher and learning that I was actually good at something, I was good at graphic design and I was good at media arts, that I could achieve good things. And I would go on to, I've made logos for churches, I've made logos for camps, I've made logos for a bunch of different organizations kind of in the area. And not only that, but this next summer, I'm going to be a part of a camp. I'm going to be a counselor. I'm going to be a head counselor for a group of interns, and I'll be leading them this summer. And not only will we be leading them, but we're going to be going to Mexico to start a new camp in Mexico for kids, from abused homes and families. And so now because I know the truth about who I am and what I am, that I don't have to believe the lie that I am good enough, that I'm not a disappointment, that I'm not a failure. Now my future has opened up, my possibilities are endless. And kind of going back to Lion King, it's the same thing. Once he realized exactly who he was, he went back to face the rejection, face the fear, and the truth came out that he was living under a lie that wasn't even true about himself. And so he became king. He overcame his fear, his shame, and he came back to who he was. His identity was the king. And so today I just want to encourage you that you can do better. You can be better. You don't have to live in fear, or you don't have to live in shame, and you don't have to live under a lie. But we work and we grow and we become better. So thank you for your time.